Okay, good evening children. In the previous class, I already explained you about the origin of the Christianity and also about the life of the Jesus Christ. Here, today I will explain you about the teachings of Jesus Christ. One of the important point of the teachings of the Jesus Christ was he preached about God in simple terms. He preached about God in simple terms because Jesus Christ want all the people to understand about the God. Here for this he traveling across the Palestine for 3 years between the age of 30 to 33 years. 30 to 33 years. Here, with these teachings, Jesus Christ laid the foundation for peace and compassion. Laid the foundation for peace and compassion in human society. Here, peace and compassion. Here, peace means the human beings didn't harm to anyone. They have to lead a peaceful life. Compassion means they have to mercy to other persons. For example, if any one of need help, we have to help them. This is the compassion. Here, the Jesus Christ was laid the foundation for peace and compassion in human society. All the teachings of the Jesus Christ were based on the peace and compassion. Here, the first teaching of the Jesus Christ was God is one and is the most merciful. According to the Jesus Christ, God is one. Here, I will give some examples like there are two types are there. First one, monotheism and polytheism. Mono means single. Here, belief in one God is called as the monotheism. That is the Christianity. Here in Islam also they also believe only one God. That is Allah. That is also monotheism. Here polytheism, believed in more than one God. For example, Hinduism. Here in the Hinduism we worshipped so many gods like Ishvara, Ganesha, Saraswati, like this so many gods are there. That's why Hinduism is known for polytheism and Christianity and Islam is known for monotheism. Here God is most merciful. Here merciful means God forgives all the mistakes of human beings. In our life also we did so many mistakes. But God forgives all these mistakes. And also the God is the creator of creation. The God is the creator of entire creation. Here entire creation means the God creates humankind, the God creates nature. Okay, in this way. Everyone should develop brotherhood feelings about others. For example, we have people here living in a country are like brotherhoods. Here we have not discriminate others in the form of their caste and also whether they are rich or poor, they belongs to lower caste or upper caste. We have to develop brotherhood feelings. One should serve other without expecting anything from them. For example, your friend need your help. Okay, here you have to help your friend without expecting anything from your friend. Serving people is equal to the worship of God. Here serving people. For example, any people need your help, you have to help them. This is the serving people. Here this serving people is also equal to worshipping the God. Here worshipping the God means not going to temples, give some gift to temples. This is not real worshipping the God. Real worshipping the God is serving the people. Serving the people. If one repents for his mistakes, God will forgive him. Here God will forgive means, here I already told you that the God is most merciful. He forgives all the mistakes of human beings when he repents for his mistakes. Here repents means ಅವನು ತಪ್ಪು ಅವನಿಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ರಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಶ್ಚಾತ್ತಾಪ ಪಡೋದು. ತಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ ತಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಪಶ್ಚಾತ್ತಾಪ ಪಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ದೇವರು ಅವನ್ನ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. Here the last point, love your enemy, do good to the people who try to harm you. For example, some of your friend try you to do something harm, but you have to love your enemy also. According to the Jesus Christ, you have to love your enemy. Then the spread of Christianity. Spread of Christianity. Here when the Jesus Christ was alive, he took all the responsibility to spread the teachings of the Christianity, to spread the teachings of the Christianity all over the world. Here there are 12 disciples were there for Jesus Christ to spread the Christianity. Here those 12 disciples were also known as the apostles. Here apostles are nothing but the disciples of the Jesus Christ. Disciples of the Jesus Christ are known as apostles. Here important among the 12 disciples was Saint Peter. Here Saint Peter was one of the important disciple of Jesus Christ. Important disciple of Jesus Christ. For spread the teachings of Christianity, the Saint Peter went to Rome and established a church. Went to Rome and established a church, and he also sent some of the missionaries to some parts of the world to spread the teachings of the Christianity. To spread the teachings of the Christianity. Here after that, when the Saint Peter established the church in Rome, then the church became most important religious center for the Catholics. Most important religious centers for the Catholics of the world. Catholics of the world. Here in the beginning, any one of the Roman emperor didn't support to spread the Christianity. Even the disciples of Jesus Christ and also some of the missionaries didn't get the support of the Roman emperors. Here then also the Christianity spread all over the Rome, all over the Roman Empire very fast. All over the Roman Empire very fast. But after the 1st century, Roman emperors started disturbing the missionaries, and also put some of the cases against the missionaries to stop to spread the teachings of Christianity. Then the obstacles were created in spreading the word of Jesus. Here ನೋಡಿರಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮಿಷನರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ರೋಮನ್ ಎಂಪರರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಏನಕ್ಕೂ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಮೈನ್ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅಪಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಸ್ದು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ದ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯಾನಿಟಿ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಅವರು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ರೋಮನ್ ಎಂಪರರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯಾನಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ 4th century Constantine accepted Christianity as the national religion in 313 CE. Here after that in 4th century CE and in 313 CE the Roman Emperor Constantine accepted Christianity as the national religion, Here finally one of the Roman emperor named Constantine accepted this Christianity and also accepted as the national religion in 313 CE. Here then the Christianity got the support of the state and also spread into different parts of the world like Rome, Greece, Macedonia and also in the Asia. Here conversions carried out by the Roman Church and missionaries are responsible for the expansion of Christianity. Here after it got the support of state, then the responsibility took by the Roman Church and missionaries to expand the Christianity to all over the world. The holy books of Christianity is Bible. Which was the holy book of Christianity? The holy book of Christianity is Bible. Here one thing that there are two sections in the holy book of Christians. Okay, first one is Old Testament and New Testament. Old Testament and New Testament. Here the Old Testament includes the teachings of the Jews and also it includes of the religious beliefs of Jews, and New Testament includes the beliefs of Jesus. Then today the Bible is widely translated into many languages of the world. Here Bible is also translated to Kannada, English, Hindi, Urdu. It translated into so many languages of the world. And then contributions of Christianity. In the next period I will explain you about the contributions of Christianity. Okay, I think all of you understood.